Alright guys, recently I did a workout at CrossFit Mayhem. It was a Full Send Friday workout, which means we give it our all on that particular day. This workout had 50 chest to bar pull-ups, into 50 calories on the Echo Bike, into 50 chest to bar pull-ups. Simple couplet workout. Let's jump into this here. I wanted to share with you how I got through this, some of my strategies, some of my failures. Let's do this thing. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. My initial strategy was to chip off really big sets on this. I could have done 30, maybe even 40 chest to bar pull-ups unbroken, but for me, I thought I just wanted to break this up a little bit more in order to reserve some pulling strength for this second set of chest to bar pull-ups. That was my initial thought. So I decided to go with a set of 20, then a set of 16, then a set of 14. I've already completed my set of 20. My goal on chest to bar pull-ups is to really get my grips up on top of the bar, to really have my hand, palm of my hand is the part that's touching the bar. I've got my grips on there, and when I have the palm of my hand right there, my grip is pulled very tight on my wrist, so it's absorbing a lot of the weight rather than the palms of my hands. So the grip is right on my wrist, pulling it. Also, by having my hands up high, it shortens the range of motion a little bit. Imagine from here to here, there's a decent inch or two range of motion that I'm decreasing from the bottom to the top of each pull-up. And I think that helps create a faster cycle. The shorter the range of motion, the faster the cycle that we get. So 50 chest to bar pull-ups done. Now we're onto this Echo Bike. While I'm chipping through these 50 calories on the Echo Bike, I wanted to share with you guys a little challenge I gave myself this week. It was to do a cold water immersion every morning this week. I found that having this ice barrel makes it really easy for me to get out of bed, start the coffee pot, get out, do an ice plunge, and get on with my day. The benefits of cold water exposure are huge and vast, but basically I'm going for better recovery and performance, improved mood and brain function, decreased depression and anxiety, which I typically tend to feel in the winter months in particular. It activates the nervous system, it helps improve pain management, and it improves heart rate variability. And one of my mentors, Andrew Huberman, says that we only need to accumulate 11 minutes in total per week in the cold water. And if you want to get your own ice barrel, use my link, it'll save you $125. The Echo Bike is something I'm not super familiar with. At the gym that I owned historically and that I trained at, I didn't have an Echo Bike. And at the gym that I trained at while I was preparing for the games last year, all assault bikes. So since I've been at Mayhem for the past month, or just over a month, I've really been getting a lot of experience on the Echo Bike, which is a completely different animal. So if you think that you've done a bunch of assault bike work to get ready for an Echo Bike, it's almost as if it's not even the same thing, and it's generally not. The Echo Bike is so different. So I've really been putting in some time on the Echo Bike to get a feel for wattage and what that feels like. I really try to track my output on the Echo Bike with wattage. So if you follow wattage on the Echo Bike, in this particular workout I was trying to keep it above 350, more like 380 to 400 on the wattage. I close my eyes and just put my head down and just go for it. And every once in a while I'd look down and be at like 350, I'd bump it up, I'd look down, I'd see 380. But I was really trying to keep a decent pace. You can lose a lot of time coasting on this Echo Bike. And 50 calories is nothing but challenge. It's just pushing. It's relentlessly being uncomfortable and keeping yourself in that place where you're not blowing up completely, but you're definitely not comfortable. There's no time on this Echo Bike that I'm comfortable, and 50 calories is just enough to make you stay there much, much longer than you want to stay. Now, my plan, once I get off this bike, is to chalk up and do another 20 pull-ups, then 16, then 14, and call it done. That's why I broke up the first set, 20, 16, 14, so that I could get on that second set, have plenty of gas in the tank for another 20, 16, 14. Now the question is, as you're watching this, do you think that I was able to keep that second set as planned? I'll go ahead and let you think about that for a second. That's a conservative set, 20, 16, 14. Can I do it on the back half of this? I'm breathing heavy, but I'm thankful to be done on the bike. Here we go. Going for a set of 20 here. I've I've got my grip nicely locked in. Trying to float and re-grip whenever I need to. And I did not make it to 20. Somewhere around rep 7, 8, 9, I realized that 20 was not going to be feasible. Okay, now we got to think about a different plan. How are we going to get through this? The whole goal right now is just get done with this workout. Just get it done as quick as possible. This was very much like a CrossFit Open or quarterfinals kind of workout. It is really putting you to the test in a max effort situation. I think that next set there that I did was a set of 10, so I might be at somewhere around 24. I've got 26 to go, and it is not necessarily going as planned because I expected getting off of that bike and getting back onto that pull-up bar to feel a bit better. I thought I'd have more reserves in my arms. You know, the bike was really a lot of legs, a lot of pushing. I was trying not to overly pull on the Echo bike. But it turns out that overall exhaustion was setting in here. Now, being at Mayhem is interesting because I am a Masters athlete, so I have to stay in my own lane and do my thing as a Masters athlete. But I am surrounded by younger Games athletes that can just do huge amounts of work in short amounts of time, and it's amazing. It's like witnessing people doing a 4-minute mile. You know it's possible. I may not be able to do it, but wow, it's amazing to see what these guys can do. Meanwhile, I am chipping away. I am down to doubles and triples. But I'm close. That's the only reason I'm doing doubles. I'm so close. And I'm pretty sure that I have one to go. Like, I couldn't even get that last one done. There we go. There's that third rep. Oh man. That was painful. It was a hard workout. Really hard. And what I love about workouts like that really test your max output is that you go in with a particular plan in mind and you think like this is gonna work. So the plan was a good plan, I think. I think 2016-14 actually was good, and maybe if I was to redo it, I actually go maybe slightly smaller sets. Maybe something like 15, 15, 10, 10. That gets me to 50, just to minimize the overall exhaustion in my arms. On the Echo bike, I'm just going to focus on breathing and shipping my way through all of those calories. Then when I get back to the pull-up bar, maybe I go back and I do, sets of like 8, 7, 8, 7, 5, 5, 5, 5. I'm not sure, but just quick breaks. Either way, it's fun to practice these type of workouts, have a plan going into it, have that plan punch you right in the face, especially when you get to that second set of pull-ups, and just realize, well, I thought I knew what I was gonna do, and it didn't work out that way. Now how am I gonna get? Because there are lots of times in big competitions, in open qualifiers, quarterfinals, semifinals, where we don't get a chance to retest a workout, and so we might be in the middle of it, and you've gotta just think like, wow, I gotta shift gears here so I can get through this the best way that I can. My plan didn't work the way I thought it was, so how am I gonna do it now? And that's really fun. I love workouts that really drive an absolute sense of exhaustion. Full Send Fridays at Mayhem are absolutely great. If you don't follow Mayhem, you can use my code Jason to get some savings on that. I highly recommend it. And if you enjoy videos like this where I'm sort of talking about my strategy and how I'm approaching workouts, let me know in the comments. I can produce these videos all the time. It's really fun to go back, watch myself get through a workout, critique it, talk about what I was thinking, how I was feeling, how I would do it over again. If you like this, leave a comment below. I do videos like this about once a week in my performance coaching group, and I'll also do videos like this giving feedback for some of my clients' workouts in that group. If you're interested in joining my performance coaching group, there is a link below. It's really inexpensive. I'd love to see you in there and give you some feedback and help you achieve some amazing things. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.